sorry, I'm still sort of setting up the stream and everything and doing my makeup and everything, so I'll just play the starting soon music and then, sorry. I keep doing this where I just do not pay attention to the time and I lose track of it, and then I am like late or very unprepared and stuff for my streams. So isn't that just great? Oh, hello, new viewer. Sorry, why does this always happen to me? Alright, there we go. Wait, what did I do with... I will be right back. What the frick? How did I lose those so easily? Well, this is frustrating to say the least. Oh, they're right there. I'm just blind. Wonderful. That's always great. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. Next time, I will try and be a little bit more prepared. And hopefully I will be. So unfortunately, I know I didn't... One second, I need to make a quick Instagram post saying that I'm live. So, oh, I forgot one more thing. One second. Alright, I am back. I need to send out an Instagram post and some text letting people know that I am live. So let me do that really quick. Let's use a prop for this. No, not that one. Let's use the thing that is the current fascination of my stream today. No, I'm so indecisive. Let's go ahead and send that. on the Instagram so that people will know that I am live. Gotta share the link. There we go, and then just send a text or two. All right. All right. Well, now that the general public or most of my viewers have been informed, I will start the stream now. Yay! So, great news. Yesterday, my channel gained a brand new streamer, and so we're going to be adding a needle to the heart. Also, let me fix the lighting a little bit right there. Okay. So this is our brand new subscriber. And thank you to that new subscriber for subscribing. And if you want to become one of the needles on the pincushion heart, please consider subscribing and maybe even leaving a like. Let's also do something a little bit more exciting than usual as far as that goes as well. Now, so that I don't get like banned or my channel deleted or anything, this is obviously a Nerf gun. It's not a real gun. Can't actually hurt anyone. Please don't, ban me or something. But let's go ahead and shoot the heart. I'm really hoping that my aim is good with this. Oh, right. I have to load it first. Nope, I missed. Oh well. Now I have to go get that. 1 second. I can't find it. Panic. I'm positive that it shot in that direction, so why can I not find it? Maybe I shouldn't have done that in retrospect. Ah, there it is. Alright, no worries. I got it back. Hopefully next time when someone subscribes, I will have much better aim. Anyways, in case you don't know, I am BlueMoonMonsoon, but you can refer to me as Moony. And today we are going to be doing something a little bit more fun than some of the past streams that I've had. Because, those can tend to be a little boring, unfortunately. I'm trying my best here, okay? We are going to be doing some horror content. At least that's my plan. I'm planning on working on... So I've mentioned this before, but I do have this horror content project that I have been wanting to do, that I've been working on and planning. And basically it would be a series of videos about a central main character, her nickname being Creo, who encounters different psychological and science fiction horror in each episode or video. And it's supposed to be set in the 1950s, but for this first video for it, I'm actually planning on not making it themed in the 1950s, but making it themed in the 1990s. Because, well, I don't want to get into why, but so I was having a lot of trouble coming up with what the plot and everything for the episode would be. All I knew was that it needed to have Creo in it, and it needed to be set in the 1990s, and that it could be in the horror genre and everything, But last night I had a bit of a breakthrough and was able to come up with some ideas for it and everything, and a plan and everything. So this is kind of weird of me, but you may notice that this paper is divided strangely. Now, long time ago, not that long ago actually, when I was in high school, maybe sophomore year, there was this one teacher that would have us use this format to for like word stuff or something like that. I don't quite remember what she called it. And so I printed out a whole bunch of these, right, to use. And then after that class and everything, I still had a bunch left. So I've actually found that they are quite useful and really helpful ways for me to organize my ideas and take notes and stuff. So I've been using them for that kind of stuff. So I have a lot written down, and I'm excited to work some more on it. I kind of started to work on this by, of course, researching the era itself, the 1990s. I knew a bit about it, it's not that long ago, but I really needed to know more in depth so that I would be able to effectively do this. So I researched it, and now I am quite excited to get started on most of it. Now, I don't know if I want to give too much away or not, but, contrary to what one would originally assume that we would do for this, I'm actually going to do a little something weirder first to start off the stream. I've managed to collect and find a few different props for me to use for this, for my horror series and stuff. So one of the props that I found, it's a very old, from the 1990s, currently doesn't work. That's kind of a problem. And so my plan for right now, is to try to fix it and make it work. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about this cassette tape recorder. Now, unfortunately, I don't currently have any blank cassette tapes that I can use for this. Maybe if my sister's nice, she'll let me play some of her cassettes that she has on this, but I don't know. Anyways, maybe the first step for this will be trying to clean it. And you may be wondering about that, and what do you mean? Well, let me show you something pretty gross that I found in a few other of these old electronic stuff that I have been taken for props. Let me show you. See that weird, icky white grime on it? Yeah, I have to get rid of that first. It's not gonna be fun. But I think the problem with why it's not working is because the batteries need to be switched out. So today I went to the student store at my college, and I found that they actually conveniently had the batteries that I needed. So that was really helpful. So I went ahead and bought a pack of these to use. So once we have it all cleaned out and we take the old batteries out and everything, we should be able to put the new ones in, and hopefully it will work. Let's go ahead and get started. I would really love to play some 90s music in the background while I'm doing this, but unfortunately, copyright claims and stuff. I was actually listening to some 90s music to get myself into the grind and mood and era and everything, right before I started the stream. But anyways, I genuinely just don't quite know where to start with this. I'm going to need some small thin object to scrape this stuff out. So let's use a paper clip. big paper clip. I have all the nice paper clips in there. I guess I could use a needle. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and use a needle. 1 second. Got a nice big needle here to scrape this stuff out. Alright. I really do not want to start doing this because it looks so gross. Ew. I want to know what this stuff is. Or maybe I don't want to know. Who knows? But it's so gross. It's like solidified. What the heck is this stuff? I'll play my stream music in the background while I'm doing this. Or actually, you know what the music I will play that will fit more is this creepy music box music. Nice. Oh, also, what I really want to show you guys is that I found a beautiful sound effect. So you guys know the 1950s show, The Twilight Zone. I absolutely adore that. I adore that series. It's perfectly wonderful, and I kind of want to make my horror content series project a little bit similar. You know, it's definitely an inspiration for mine. And so I found a beautiful sound effect for it recently. Isn't it wonderful? Anyways, back to the creepy music stuff. I'm gonna see if I can get these batteries out first. The really annoying thing is I can't just like slip them out or anything because, oh my gosh, is the battery itself coming apart? What the? Ugh. Okay, we almost got it out. It's like stuck in there. Hopefully I don't break this while doing this. Finally got it out. Now, how do I get this other one out? I think usually you would slide it, but can't really slide it right now because it's all got this gross grimy stuff. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. I had a pretty good day. Had my philosophy class today, and I think the conversation we had about the text that I read to you guys out loud in my last 2 streams was pretty interesting. I'm so ticked off with this. I have no clue how to get it out. And I don't want to like break the battery itself and then get like battery acid all over myself because that would be bad. But It was easy enough to get the other battery out, but this one is, it's not helping that my hands are very slippery right now. Actually, let's just look up royalty-free creepy music. Let's see what the results we get are. Oh, it looks like I might have to pay money for this one. Ugh, I hate when they make you do that. What are some of your guys' favorite 90s songs? I probably won't be able to play them, but I am curious. Let's just go with 90s music instead of creepy music. Free. Let's see if this is any good. Is this really 90s music? Yeah, I guess it is. So cringy though. Of course, it's the start free trial thing. Let's try something else really quick. I really, really wish that I could just play normal 90s music, but no, this isn't really. Nope. I might have to go with the creepy music instead. I wonder if there's non-copyrighted video game music from the era that I could play. Probably. Royalty-free 90s video game music free. Let's see. Let's start from the beginning. This one's okay, I guess. There's multiple things playing. That's why it's so weird. That makes more sense now. Sorry, let me just go back. My computer's not being very helpful. Alright, let's try out this one. If it will play. There's got to be an easier way to do this. Kitchen name. Sorry. Alright, let's try something a little different this time. Maybe if my hands weren't so sweaty, this would be a lot easier. Let's try a few different tools that might help. I did it! Nice. Now we gotta clean the entire inside of this thing. The least desired or looking forward to task of them. I may need to use some Q-tips or something with water on them to try and clean this out. Alright, I will be right back, okay? Enjoy this music. Alright, sorry about that. I am back. Hopefully this will help. Yep, it's definitely helping. So, since we have this nice 90s video game music going on here, why don't I talk about some 90s video games and stuff that I like or have played and such. So I have an old Game Boy Advance, and we have a few games that are pretty old. I think the oldest looking game or game that we might have, maybe it's one of those old games anyways, is Star Wars Pod Racer. I need to turn this music down even more though. Is a Star Wars pod racing game, which would be from like the first or second Star Wars movie in the saga. Those are the first ones my favorite because you get to see young Anakin, and it's wonderful. I like it. Also, pod racing. I think the pod racing is kind of cool and stuff. I feel like most Star Wars fans, they don't like the first ones as much as like the slightly later ones, but I don't know. I guess I'm the opposite. So we have that game, and then we have an old Scooby-Doo game that I've never been able to understand. I think I tried to play it in one of my past streams, and it didn't go very well. Then we have like a Beyblade one, the Beyblade game for it, for the Nintendo, no, for the Game Boy Advance. We're gonna want to let that dry for a little bit. We also have an old Super Mario game that's very old, and I think when I turned it on recently and played it, it said that it was like made in 1989 or like early 90s or something like that, so that's pretty cool. And then the one that I've been playing most recently is Donkey Kong, which is pretty good. It's also pretty old. I think it's definitely one of those that's there. I've been playing that one mostly. It's funny because like when I was a kid, I used to have like so much fun playing those games, you know. And now like playing them, I'm like, wow, I used to find this incredibly entertaining. No offense to those, but incredibly entertaining. But like, the graphics are so low quality, and it's not as difficult as it used to be, and you know, so. Okay. So I think it's mostly dry now. I hope it is. I don't want to get electrocuted or anything like that. Let's go ahead and open this new pack of batteries. All nice and shiny and new. We only need 2 of them. Let's see, which way do we put these ones? Okay, so the plus side goes this way, so. Okay, we got them all nice and in there now, I think. Oh, we have to clean the cover for that part too. Ugh. I mean, it looks mostly clean, but looks can be deceiving though, so. We'll give that a second to dry or so. I am very tired and sleepy right now. My eyes are just like, help. It looks kind of stormy outside. I hope it rains. Or even better, monsoons. I forgot I was wearing lipstick. It's fine. No, not lipstick, lip gloss. There's a difference. Alright, that should be dry enough. Let's go ahead and test this out. Let's see, I have never used this before, so I need to... And it's difficult to see the labels on it with the sunglasses on. Tape speed, normal. Off. VAS on, pause. Moony learns old electronics. Yay! Or at least is attempting to. I still don't understand this. Pretty please work, come on. Off and on. Is this for the entire thing? I can't tell if it's on or not. It doesn't appear to be staying on. I might genuinely start crying. One second. Maybe the batteries are just in wrong. Maybe if I put them in differently, maybe it will work. I should probably turn it off before I start messing with the battery. Right. Yeah. If anyone happens to know how this thing works and what I might be doing wrong, please feel free to let me know, because I'm starting to get on my nerves, but I can't figure it out. In a second again. And that might be part of it. I think I may have found what might be the problem. The wire on this side that's all spirally has that weird white stuff like all encrusted on it, and so maybe it's making it so that the metal can't conduct the electricity from the battery or something. So let's see if I can try and fix that. It's kind of difficult. It might be difficult too, because it's right there, and I need like a small pin light or something, because it's kind of hard to see it right now. Best I have is a real flashlight. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back.
What day is today?
Thursday?
No.
Today is 7th. I think. Yeah, it's the 7th. Wait a second. How is it supposed to conduct it right through there if there's no metal on the other side? What the frick? That doesn't make any sense. This thing continues to confuse me. Genuinely. I miss the days. This is making me miss the modern times when, practically everything is, you can just plug a cord into it and it works, instead of having to depend on batteries. It does have screws on this thing, but I don't know what for. Feels almost like they are just for decoration, honestly. Because I don't know what they would be taking. I mean, I guess if I really, really genuinely needed to do some more to have it fixed, I could. And then I could try and take off the screws and fix it like that. This is so ridiculously overly complicated for something that should be very simple. I think the problem might be that there's in practice, there's pretty much no metal on the other side for it to conduct battery, which I don't know how that happened, so that there's none. There's just a very thin metal strip, hardly even enough to do anything. My Cecile just suggested I try and ask the internet for help. I don't know how helpful it will be, but maybe. Let's see. Let's look at what the information on this model of it is. Panasonic model number RQL335. Wait a second. It does say that it is AA size batteries. So I did get the right type. Okay, this one I like better. Voice activated system. I'm pretty sure this isn't voice activated. It's showing different ones. Okay. What was the model again? RQL333. Three, 5. Oh, it's showing me plenty of places where I can buy it, but not where I can, properly, fix it. It's showing places for the things I might be able to. Mini cassette recorder RQL335 Radio Museum. It's so old that it needs to be in a museum? I'm sorry, what? I'm gonna go ahead and look at that because that is interesting. Oh, country Japan, year 1991. So it is in the correct decade. 1 second. Batteries, power jack. That might be helpful. All right, pictures, schematics. Okay, it doesn't give me much help though. Antique radios. Yeah, I know what it is. Thank you for outlining all of it. Could you tell me how it works, please? Maybe, so I can, fix this antique that apparently belongs in a radio museum. Oh, Orthopedia. I can learn how much it costs, how much I could sell it for, but I don't want to sell it. Thank you very much. This is depressing. I just want it to work. Is that so much to ask? Service manual. That might help. I have to buy it for $15. I have to buy the service manual for $15. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you serious? Maybe if I just zoom in a lot. That is very, very irritating. Maybe this one will actually let me read the manual or something. Oh, I can download it. Okay, good. Oh. Really? And now my computer's mad at me too. This is a tad bit frustrating, to be honest. And that's just an inventory of different cassettes. Well, that's not very helpful. Operating instructions manual, but it's for a different one. Okay, well, maybe this one. When you have to go down an internet rabbit hole in order to fix something. Just let me read it, please. Please. Please let me read it. And of course, it's just all a scam. Naturally. Because, that's always nice. Real helpful. I don't want to buy it, I just want to know more about it. Please, just tell me more about it. This is really frustrating me. I don't need to buy one, I need to figure out how to fix one. Okay? Why is it so hard to ask? It has a whole list of them, but it doesn't have the list. It doesn't have the one thing that I need. Oh, thanks a lot, unhelpful website. I am very grumpy now, in case you were wondering. Oh, this one's slightly more helpful. Those are both palm trees. That's a palm tree. Are you a palm tree? Nice, finally. Disassembly. Disassembly. I'm pretty sure I don't really want to disassemble it, although I may have to if I can't figure it out. That looks really complicated and confusing. Oh, what the... It's moments like these when you realize you don't speak computer or technology and you're screwed. Oh my gosh. This systematic diagram gives me absolute anxiety and I have no clue what is going on. So that I'd probably need help. I just oh wow, that's even worse. Well, it's slightly better, but wiring connection diagram. Oh gosh. This just gets worse and worse. Look. I'm genuinely just very, very confused. I don't like this. I don't like being confused. Just that is terrifying. Well, I am terrified by pictures of electronics. That just makes me sound so weak, doesn't it? But I mean, you do not see what I'm seeing right now. It's definitely something, that's for sure. Oh well, I think I need to move on from this and go into a different part of this part. Because that is just. Okay. Let's go ahead and try and do something different with that now. And we'll just worry about that later. Let's go ahead and review what I have already decided and figured out for my episode. What happened to the pencil? My pencil. Oh, there it is. Sorry, you'll have to go a little bit without music in the background. So for this, I think for this series, perhaps in general, I really want to focus. I'm not that good at cinematography, as far as I am concerned, and no. So I know that, but I know that my strengths are writing and like language and forming of words and stuff. So I think I definitely want to focus mainly on the writing and the dialogue of Creo, like narrating the story, and just have like the video visuals itself sort of be in like the background or narrate or like be the of what's happening, you know? So I remember this one project that I did in high school that I'm still pretty proud of. It was called Lost in Language, and what I did for it was I just took a bunch of writings that I had collected over like the class period that I had written myself and a few other things, and I put them together, and it was basically just like a full free write, or like I don't remember the exact word for it, but it was basically a long text, and what I did is I just read it, and then I made the video all illustrating that, what I was saying. And that ended up working really well, and I really liked it, and other people did too. So that's sort of kind of what I want to do, but not at the same time. 1 second, let me get a quick little drink. All right. So I was thinking, even if it doesn't work right now, it could still be used or help with me thinking through it. So we're gonna pretend that it's on and that it's working. And we're just gonna see her going like, blah 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 blah, talk talk talk. And so that's just sort of in there in the background. And it's very visual, a very clear visual of her doing that. Okay. So I sort of need to start thinking about maybe what the dream in particular would be like. I need a small bit of paper, small tiny piece of paper, you know? All right. It needs to have well, that reminds me, I'd have to figure out what the actual calendar date would be. I genuinely just do not want to think about that right now. It would also require quite a bit of research, which I genuinely just don't want to do right now. Because I've already researched a lot for that cassette thing. So And now I am getting distracted again. It's not like anyone's watching me right now, anyways. So. My eyes are not being very helpful. You can't tell right now, but my eyes are tearing up because they're like, need more sleep, need more rest. Please leave me closed. I'm going to move this closer. I forgot. I think it's. Oh, didn't even type it in. Hi, Mommy. Hi, Mom. I'm streaming. Look at that. I finally got a message from the person that I wanted to get a message from. quite sleepy right now. Can you turn that down a little bit, please? Sorry. That was not me, by the way. I am looking forward to this project, but I know that it's going to take a lot of time, which can be a tad bit frustrating, but should be fine. I'm very, very sleepy right now. I might actually take a nap, but I kind of doubt I will, even though I want to. I'm very sleepy. How about you? Are you sleepy too? I am very, very sleepy. And I don't quite know why. Oh my, oh my. I have Ice Ice Baby stuck in my head. And I really want to sing it right now, but I can't because, copyright claims and everything, so sorry if you hear any background music, just try and ignore it, please. Ophelia. Sorry, I can't sing that either. Oh, it's so annoying. I really, really want to sleep right now. Okay, I don't know what to do right now. I had an idea and I had it planned and everything, and I was gonna make this interesting and everything, and my brain's just like, bye bye. We're taking a permanent vacation now. Which, is never really very helpful. If I'm going to be completely honest. I just forgot what I was doing. Oh, right, I wasn't doing anything. Hmm. Ignore that. When you have one of those moments where you genuinely just question your entire existence, that's always fun. Too true. Sorry for the background music. I don't know why it's so loud. Mm, 1 second. Alright, I am back. Not that it really matters since I wasn't really doing much, you know, why am I so tired right now? I was just about to eat my Kit Kat. Oh, I sincerely pretty much just completely forgot that I am streaming right now. So that's always fun. Sorry for the bad content. I still have Ice Ice Baby stuck in my head. So that's always fun. And I can't open it for some reason. Oh, hello. I'm trying to open my Kit Kat bar, but it won't open. Also, thank you for the like that you've left. Yes, finally I can open it. Sorry. I'm very distracted right now and very sleepy. In all honesty, so. One second, it seems like I have something for a second. Alright, try and be a better streamer right now. Focus. Okay, hi. I just realized it's gonna be kind of hard to talk when I'm eating. Oops. So anyways, oh, hello, second viewer. Or not, since they immediately left. Anyways, for this horror episode, set in the 1990s, and the other person left. Wait. Are you still there, or did you just leave? Hello again? Perhaps? Maybe you'll stay? So for this horror episode set in the 1990s, I kind of I had done some research about the 1990s, and I wrote a list of some of the problems that happened at the time and such. And one of them was gun control problems, where there was just like an extreme amount of like mass shootings, many including teens and children. One of the most famous is the Columbine school shooting, if you've ever heard of that before. So I decided that I'd kind of do one with a bit of like school shooting being part of it, but like not the real main focus, you know? So basically, the plot is that Creo sees this guy wearing a plague mask. I haven't decided what the rest of his look will be besides, you know, the plague mask. Sees this person shooting up her school in a dream, as well as she also sees like a date at some point in that dream. And so she begins seeing this like figure everywhere, like on her, like with like illusions and stuff, like on her Game Boy, like almost like hearing it in her like cassette tapes, VHS tapes, on her old camera, even on her like spell checker. She like sees like the date from her dream flash on her alarm clock at some point. And then this one's kind of funny. So another craze at the time was Beanie Babies, if you know what those are. And I've actually got some. I actually got some Beanie Babies. And there's two more in here, but I'm not going to show them. So at some point she like she like thinks she sees her like Beanie Babies all like bloody and like bandaged as if they had been shot. Kind of silly, but I was even considering like maybe her seeing him on like a Pokemon card or like in a book she's reading or like when speaking on her landline telephone or in the mirror at some point, you know, just a bunch of different times when it feels like she's like being stalked by this and stalked and like, oh, I can't remember the right word, by this like dream and this guy in the dream that she had, and it's just completely haunting her. One second. What do you mean by pogs? I only understand the term pog. Collectible toy. Oh yeah. I have a list of different like toys and stuff they had from that time as well. Furbies, Tamagotchis, Beanie Babies, Littlest Pet Shops, Tickle Me Elmo, Yo-Yos, Legos, and Etch-a-Sketches, as well as the very popular Super Mario. And I have some of those things that I might use as props, but not all of them, unfortunately. I'll wait for you to finish typing if you have something to say, but I also am ready to continue about it. Yeah, Walkmans, those disc things. We used to have one, but we don't anymore. Yeah, I have a list of all the different stuff. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. I researched all of this. So she starts seeing this guy everywhere, right? And so on the date that she saw in her dream, she missed school and was absent that day. And she receives the news that there was a massive shooting at her school earlier that day. Interesting, right? So she has this dream about this guy, starts seeing him everywhere, terrified. She just happens to miss school on the date that she saw in her dream. And there just happens to be a very massive, extreme, bloody school shooting at her school that very day. Pretty scary, right? But it doesn't seem that scary, which is why I need to add details and stuff. So I've realized that I'm not very good at like cinematography and like actual filming of stuff, but I do know that I'm very good at like writing and like dialogue and that and words and that kind of stuff. So I think I'm going to focus mainly on the writing and dialogue of Creo narrating the story to make it good and everything. I was also considering making both a mature audiences version of the video and a PG version of the video. I was sort of thinking about like maybe how I could like sort of film this and stuff. I was considering starting the video off with like maybe her listening to or stuff, real news reports at the time about like the mass school shootings and like Columbine and stuff that I would be able to find online. And then I think I want to sort of like start it off with like with it showing Creo holding the cassette tape and pressing the play, and then starting. Sorry. And then starting her the dialogue. Thank you. I feel very blessed now. um, of her like starting the dialogue and everything. And so it's kind of like she is recording herself talking about it and stuff. Then I was thinking at like the end of the video, I could maybe like tie the whole story into like the modern day like mass shootings and stuff that we've had, like before COVID started, when it was like a really big thing, and sort of like make it more creepy in that way, like you never know. Mm. Um, that's basically what I have so far. What do you think? The floor is yours. Tell me. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking of asking one of my friends from like middle school, who's like a really good artist and stuff, if they might be willing to make like a pixelized version of the Plague Mask guy, so that I could like use it for like the whole Game Boy part. Hopefully they'll say yes, but I know they're probably quite busy. Mm-hmm. And I was going to have another one of my friends. I was going to have him because he's really tall and everything, so I think it would be perfect for like the image of it. I was going to ask him if he would be the Plague Mask guy, because I don't think I can have the friend draw a pixelized version of it without me having a picture of the actual guy first, like dressed as he would be and everything, so that they would have a reference. And hopefully they will, that friend will be able to be my actor in that sense. Of course, I don't really have anyone else, so I would probably end up being Creo, um, which I don't mind. It's just gonna cause a few problems with, filming it. I, what was I gonna say? And if you want to be one of my actors, let me know. I do need people that will be pretending to be shot. So I'm glad. So you know the song Pumped Up Kicks by Foster the People? Well, that's sort of, this whole thing just reminds me of that. Because I think it may have actually been referring to or have been created within that time period. I remember the song artist said that the reason that he wrote it was because there was a lot of school shootings going on at the time, and he just couldn't understand why someone would do that, so he was like trying to get into the head of the person or something like that. And in case you didn't know, pumped up kicks are a type of popular shoe from the time. um, I remember watching a music video for it. I don't remember if it was the original one or not, but it was really good and interesting, and it definitely made me feel a lot. Um, where it is like they're in the school gym or something, and the guy locks all the doors and everything, and then he like proceeds to individually shoot each of the people, and you get their different reactions and stuff. It's a pretty good video, but I also once had at least one dream where I was in a school shooting. I mean, yeah, I actually have had multiple dreams where I was in a school shooting, but this one in particular has always stuck with me. I was like, it was in middle school, and I was like in the school gym because we were doing PE or something. I don't remember the details exactly, but I know at some point, like, someone pulled out a gun and started shooting. And there was like panic and screams and everything. It was really distressful. And I started to like run or crawl towards like the bleachers so that I could like try and hide underneath them. And I remember I was like seeing the girl, like my best friend at the time and stuff like that, like getting shot right in front of me. Not fun. So it was also like emotionally problematic, right? But I remember the person ended up shooting me, and when I got shot, it hurt so freaking bad, like real genuine excruciating pain. I've sort of noticed when I like feel pain like that in my dreams that it's sort of like heat, like extreme heat almost. So I remember that, and it hurt a lot. I don't remember if like that woke me up or not, but I think that was sort of like the end of the dream. So yeah, it wasn't a fun dream to have at the time, but it's definitely been part of an inspiration for this, definitely. There was actually a time in my life where I was in a situation where I thought that I might actually end up being in a school shooting, a genuine school shooting, because of the situation that we were in. Would you like to hear about it? So I was in middle school. I think that I was in 7th grade. I may have been in 8th grade, but I'm pretty sure it was 7th grade, I think. And lunch had just ended. So, as usual, my classmates and I went to line up in front of our classroom like we usually did. And then things got kind of confusing there. Like the teachers and everything like started shoving us into the classroom pretty much and telling us to get inside, and we're just like, oh, okay, I don't know what's going on, but okay, you know. And so we got inside and everything. Things get a little fuzzy there, but they even like took students that like weren't part of our class and stuff and like shoved them into the classroom with us because, you know, safety priority, right? But we didn't really know what was going on. So we were shoved into our classroom, and then the door was like shut and like locked or something. And I think there was like an announcement, or maybe even not even an announcement, like over the loudspeaker that like it was the hard lockdown or something. Basically, we had just entered a hard lockdown, a very unexpected hard lockdown, by the way. And they had us like sit up against the wall and everything. And we were like, most of us were like clutching our backpacks because we had just gotten inside, right? And we had no clue what was going on. And I remember my teacher, it was my social studies class, and my teacher like started legitimately like barricading the door. Like she started barricading the door, and the weird thing was is that the door is like open outwards in that classroom, in that part of the building, right? So it was like it wouldn't even really be that effective. I don't even know if that door could actually like really, I don't know. It was weird that she was barricading it when it was like they would literally be opening it outwards. And we didn't really know what was going on, but we felt very scared, at least I did. And we were told like to be absolutely quiet. There was only one window in that classroom, and the weird thing was it was like way high up. Like how the classroom was shaped is like this is the front, right? And there's the door, and then it's like the walls here, and then it's like that, right? And it's like got a really high ceiling. Not that high, but pretty high. So like where this part comes at the top, there's like a little window, So that's weird. It's weird that there's a window there because it's not like anyone could actually see through it. No one's that tall. You'd need a ladder to look through it. But whatever, I guess it would be a nice architectural detail or whatever. So we don't really know what's going on, and and my teacher's like listening to this like little radio thing, walkie-talkies or whatever it is that the school's got, and they're talking about it and everything. And I guess at some point, like Miss Cannon, oh crap, I shouldn't have said that was not the teacher's name, okay? We're gonna pretend that's not the teacher's name. Please don't sue me. Forget you ever heard it. Shiz. Sorry. The teacher and another student that was near her, like near her in the desk and everything, and I think maybe a few of the rest of us like heard like gun over the radio or something, and we're like, gets more scared. At this point, I was like so scared that I was like praying, that we're gonna be okay and everything. And I remember one of my classmates was like using their backpack as a shield just in case or whatever. So we were really scared and everything. So a long time, pretty much throughout the class period and everything. I also remember that they told us that we could absolutely not text or like contact anyone, because then that might cause like parents or other people to like come over and cause more problems and everything. So we weren't allowed to like contact anyone. Although some of us were like texting our friends from other classes and stuff. And I'm sorry, I'm making this story sound really boring. Eventually, it turned out not to be a problem, and like we were allowed to like move around and everything, and no longer in a hard lockdown and everything. And it turned out that apparently there was just some guy that was carrying a gun that came on campus or something for some reason. He was just I suspect he was probably like drunk or something, right? And he was just like sort of wandering around and stuff, and monitors were like, what you doing?" And it turned out, I guess it just turned out not to be a problem or anything, but it could have been, and that was terrifying. And I think like the rest of the school day was very weird, and like the teacher like didn't even try and teach us for the rest of the class period. She was just like, you know what, do whatever you want, I don't care anymore. Right, because even though we still had a pretty fairly big chunk of time for class left, right? Yeah, so that was very interesting. I don't know if there's anything else that I can really remember to say about it. I also remember, I don't know if it was because of that or whatever, but we also like had a group or something come over to the school or something and like introduce a program for the school about like, let me finish with what I was saying first. about why. Anyways, they basically showed us like a video about the Columbine school shooting and everything, and like taught us about it and like stuff like that, which is interesting. It was quite interesting to learn, but I was very confused as to what we were doing there. you know, um, and the Columbine school shooting, the information that they gave us about it was actually really quite interesting. Sure, it was very messed up that it happened and everything, but it was quite interesting. It gave a lot of detail and stuff. Um, how much do you know about the Columbine school shooting? So not very much then. You know the basics. Um, so let me educate you more about it. So there was this one girl. I don't remember her last name, but her first name was Rachel. And they really like highlighted her story, I guess. Apparently it almost seemed like she was prophetic in a way, because her friends were like, she always said and like seemed to know that she was going to die young and she wasn't going to live very long and stuff. And apparently the day of this school shooting and everything, she was in class and she was like drawing in her notebook or something. And what she was drawing was this rose, right? And then this face or eyes or whatever it was, crying tears onto the rose. And there was like some other stuff. I don't remember what it was. And basically, apparently, the amount of tears on the page of what she was drawing was the amount of people who were injured in the school shooting, and the whatever, I think it was like blood drops or something, I don't remember, and whatever the amount of those was the same amount as how many people had been killed in the school shooting. And this was all earlier in the day before it happened. She was drawing this, and one of the teachers was like, "Oh, that's cool," and she's like, "Oh, it's not finished yet," right? And so I guess she was like sitting out on the grass with her backpack at when it first started, right? And so they had came up to her and like shot her, right? And she had her backpack in front of her when it happened. And so there was like her notebook that she had been doing this in, was like her journal and everything. Um, it like pierced the corner of her journal or something, so you could see like the little bullet wound on it, which is pretty cool. Almost like a punctuation on like what happened, right? Um, and so that's really interesting in that sense. And apparently, like later after she had died and everything, like her family was like cleaning out her room or whatever, and they moved a dresser, and there was just the outline of her handprint was on the wall with like something like "I will make a difference" inside of it. Um, as to more details about the actual shooting, yes, it was these two guys who were upset and everything. I feel like I'm gonna burp, but I'm not. Excuse me. And they shot up the school a bunch. I remember one story in it was that they came into the library at lunch or during it, right? And the librarian had told all the students to like hide under the tables. But obviously, like, the shooters knew that they were there. And there was like a story of like Rachel's younger brother or whatever, right? That was there. Like the shooters came to the table that him and his like two friends were hiding underneath. And I guess one of his friends was like black or colored, right? And he said that he very vividly remembered how, like, before shooting his friend in front of him, they kept, like, cussing him out and being, like, super racist to him and everything before, like, shooting him, you know, and his other friend. So that's pretty messed up. And for some reason, they left his Rachel's younger brother alive. I don't quite remember, but I think at some point someone may have like pulled the fire alarm to like try and cause confusion or something. I don't remember. But yeah, they eventually ended up shooting themselves as well. And then it also talked about like how like the afterwards when like the parents were notified and everything, and like how they had a list up of the people who were either like the people that were still alive or the people that weren't, right, up, and like how parents would like look at the list like hoping, praying, and then not being able to find their child on the list, or finding their child on the list, and just like the emotions that they had about that. It was quite sad, really. I'm starting to feel like in my heart the sadness. So yeah, although Pumped Up Kicks may make it sound interesting and fun and upbeat, school shootings aren't cool. They just really aren't, and you shouldn't do it. You just shouldn't. um, but yeah. Just don't. Just don't. Yes, just don't do it. Just don't. Just no, just don't do it. just don't. I also remember apparently while I was in high school, like during my sophomore year or something, this situation that I at the time didn't know anything about had happened. Where like at the time personally, I was like having a lot of trouble with attendance as far as school goes because of like my narcolepsy and depression and stuff. So I was missing a lot of days of school, right? But anyways, I guess someone had on their social, like one of the students or something, had posted on their social media that on like a certain day they were going, which happened to be the anniversary of the Columbine shooting, that they were going to come to, like, they're going to shoot up the school or whatever. And I guess that caused like mass panic between like the students, and a lot of like parents just didn't let their um, their teens go to school. And I had missed that day, but not because of that, but just because I didn't like, just because I was like having trouble, like personally, you know. So I didn't know anything about it until like afterwards, right? And uh, so apparently, like the school that day was more than half empty that day, because like people didn't want to go to school because they had heard that. Um, and so I guess it was just really chill classes from the people that were actually there. And there, yeah, no shooting happened. No school shooting happened there. So that's you know, that's good. And I think they had also called in like the police force and stuff just for extra security as well, just in case. But and I think they like were trying to track down who particularly what student it was that had said that, and like press legal charges against them or something. I don't know. But yeah, that was interesting to learn. And just like, oh, I didn't know that. So yeah, it was also like it was also at like the literally the biggest high school in the city that we live in. I'm not gonna say which city because privacy. But so having a school shooting happen there would be interesting, though not good. I feel like the campus is like at least one full city block. So so you could, it's entirely possible that a student could be on the completely on one side of the campus, and then a school like a school shooter could be shooting people all the way on the other side of the campus, and the student on the other side of the campus would have no clue anything's going on. I don't know. It's just weird. Although, I mean, that school does have a fairly um, depressing and dark and morose, if that's the right word, uh, history to it in some cases, in some stories. So, I mean, I suppose it would fit along with it. But yeah, I still have the song Ice Ice Baby stuck in my head, which is upsetting because I am not allowed to sing it because of copyright claims. So that's frustrating. Okay, bye. Have a good meal. And thank you. I might actually end my stream really, really soon because I'm getting really tired and I want to do other stuff. I don't really have much to do right now on the stream. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end stream now pretty much. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry if it was a little bit of a boring or stream such. Which one? I'm sorry, I'm waiting for chat messages from someone. Which is the person that I've been talking to throughout the stream. This is Cecile. Yeah. Alright, yeah, as I was saying, I think I'm going to end stream now. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider leaving a like on the video, and if you're not subscribing, and if you do, I will be added as one of the needles on my little heart subscriber pincushion. So please do subscribe. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. If you didn't, I'm sorry. I hope you guys have a very good night and sleep well and have good dreams. I'm Blue Moon Monsoon. You can call me Moony, and I wish you adieu. Bye, chat. Bye. Goodbye.